Good day everyone. Before we start, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Naraya M. Talib and we will talking about adjustment to mental changes. Adjustment to mental changes, there is a traditional belief that as a physical ability decline, so do mental abilities. As was pointed out earlier, scientific interest in middle age is of such as recent origin to few long studies have been made. However, there is evidence that this traditional belief is not valid. Terma and other study of group of men and women followed from preschool years to middle life has shown that mental decline does not set in during middle age among those with high intellectual abilities. A follow-up study made 50 years after. The original studies likewise showed little intellectual decline among the members of the group, and specific mental abilities such as problem solving and verbal ability. Little or no decline was reported in middle age among those whose intellectual abilities were high. A study reported by Kangas and Bradway has indicated that intelligence may even increase slightly in middle age, especially among those of higher intellectual levels, while this study was made on only a small group, 48 subjects, they were tested over a span of years at the preschool level during junior high school and young adulthood to finally when they were between 39 and 44 years of age. No follow-up into the latter part has been reported to death. Members of Terma and Odin group, those with higher 1Q shows less intellectual change than those with lower IQs. Men showed a slight gain in 1 IQ score as they grew older, while women show a slight decline. Because men must be mentally more alert in order to compete occasionally than women must be in order to carry out their role as homemakers. These findings suggest that use of mental abilities is an important factor in determining whether there will be mental decline in middle age. So that men and women are anxious to remain mentally alert is evidenced by growing interest in cultural pursuits as a form of recreation and by the increasing numbers who are completing their education or supplementing the education they receive during their school and college years. This will be discussed later as connection with recreation interests. Adjustment disorder are the name of group of condition that can affect you as you feel or have difficulty coping with the stressful event in your life. This event can be losing someone close or having relationship issues. Everyone has their way of adjusting to stress, and when people are not able to cope with their stressors, they are likely to face adjustment disorders. This can result in both physiological and physical symptoms that can be found in both adults and children. The disorder usually goes away after around 6 months or when the stressor goes away. It is usually with medication or therapy or even both. Of stressors, those affecting adults commonly include: number 1 is divorce or relationship issues, also money trouble, death, so loved one or someone close, major life changes, sudden disaster, and moving to a new place or job, and also illness or health issues. Stressful events that can affect children include problem at school, even as experiencing a lot of works, and also domestic abuse or fight in the household, and anxiety over sexuality. There's a type of adjustment disorder. 1 is adjustment disorder with depression, which can cause people to lose interest in daily activities. Number 2 is adjustment disorder with anxiety, causes uncontrollable fear of what might happen. The third one is with mixture of anxiety and depression disorder. Adjustment disorder with disturbance of conduct, causing reckless behavior such as getting into fight or driving fast and carelessly. Unspecified adjustment disorder that cause symptoms that are not related to any or other types such as physical symptoms of adjustment disorder is can appear with right after you experience a stressful event. They usually last as long as 6 months but could continue if the stressor is still present in your life. People usually experience just one symptom but can experience many more. The type of symptoms include unconsciousness, impulsive or rebellious action, and also crying. Feeling of helplessness, sadness, or being trapped. Lack of concentration, being withdrawn, suicidal thought, and also loss of self-esteem. Physical symptoms are rare but many shows such as indigestion, insomnia, trembling or muscle twitching, feeling sore, body pain, and also fatigue. So let's proceed to adjustment to change interest. While there are trends in interest during middle age, they are far less marked than the change that occurred during the early year of life. As Ryan pointed out, whether the chronological age, the interest, attitude, and habit of early year will remain fundamentally the same. The changes in interest that take place now are the result of changes in duties and responsibilities in health and rules in life. Men's concentration and vocational advancement plays an important role in narrowing down a range of interests they had when they were younger. The more successful men are, the more time and attention they must give to their vocations, and the less they have to devote to other interests and activities. While women experience far more pronounced role change in middle age than men. Consequently, there are more marked changes in their interests. The woman who played the role of mother during her early year of adult life. When she faced the child-free days of middle age that she has the time to pursue interest and activity she was forced to forego earlier. Furthermore, because her husband usually spent more time and energy on his vocation than he did earlier, she must develop new interests to replace those she formerly shared with him. New interests may be established in middle age, but men and women are more likely to cling to the old ones. They found satisfying to change to new one unless they are changed in their environment and patterns of life, and unless they have opportunities to develop new interests and the motivation to do so. This tendency to cling to other interests rather than establish new ones is frequently interpreted as indicative of mental rigidity, popularly associated with middle age and early people. There is little evidence from studies of middle age people that such is the case. Rather, the evidence point more in the direction of values. Middle-aged people know from experience what gives them satisfaction, and they see little reasons to change just for the sake of change. Characteristic changing in interest in middle age. Interests are more commonly narrowed down than expanded with advancing age. There is a shift of emphasis on already present interest, as when interest in the fashionable quality of clothes shift to interest in clothes that make wearing look younger. Second one is there is a shift toward interests that are more solitary in nature, such as hobbies, reading, watching television. Many middle-aged people develop increased interest in culture pursuits such as reading, painting, and attending lectures and concerts. The fourth one is there is a lessening of sex difference in interest, with men showing more interest in so-called women's activities, such as reading for pleasure, than so-called men's activities, such as engaging in sport or watching sport contests. Fifth one is there is a tendency for men and women to engage in shared interests, such as hobbies and cultural pursuits, instead of engaging in interests with members of their own sex. And also, there is an increased interest in activities leading to self-improvement, such as attending lectures and concerts, in taking courses, and decreased interest in activities that are purely for enjoyment, such as going to the movie or playing cards. Ties more to the upper middle and upper class middle age than to those of lower classes. Furthermore, adjustments to mental changes refers to the process of adapting and coping with changes in one's thought, emotions, and behavior. It involves recognizing and accepting chances, managing emotions and stress, and modifying behavior and habits, building resilience and awareness, and also maintaining a healthy mental state. Adjustment to mental changes can be triggered by life transitions, for example, movie, job, change, relationship, or traumatic events like loss, abuse, or accident. And for addition, mental health condition, for example, depression and anxiety. And aging and cognitive chances, significant life event like marriage, parenthood, or retirement. The effective adjustment involves self-awareness, emotional regulation, social support, coping strategies, flexibility, and adaptability. The good adjustment can lead to improved mental health, increased resilience, better relationship, and enhanced overall well-being. Poor adjustment can lead to mental health issue, emotional distress, strained relationship, decreased quality of life. If you're struggling, please consider seeking professional help, practicing self-care, building a support network, and engaging stress-reducing activities. And also embracing a growth mindset. Remember, adjustment is a process and it's okay to take your time. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Hope you learned something. That's all.